What's going on, y'all? So listen.
Woo child. Okay, listen, y'all. This is Queen Sugar, season 4, episode 12. Okay, here. That's exactly what it's called here. But let me tell y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to do the best that I can because, baby, I am so irritated. Listen, in the middle of doing this video, like I don't know if I said wrong or whatever, baby, like a sharp pain just girl, my whole right side, lower right side, it's just irritating me because of my back pain that I've been having. And I'm pretty sure it's my sciatic nerve that's bothering me. So I went on ahead and made a doctor's appointment while I was watching this. So girl, I've been doing that, pain kill pillars, and girl, just a lot of shit. I'm just tired, okay? I'm tired of not being able to sit comfortably because my shit hurt. All right. Y'all was so frustrated. I'm sitting here shaking like, what the hell? Okay? But anyway, I don't want to take it out on y'all. So if I forget some parts, if the review ain't up to par, girl, just blame it on that, okay? Because I'm going through it over here. I do got the appointment set up, so you ain't got to worry about that. Hopefully, we'll get this shit settled and figured out and take it from there. Because, baby, I am over it, okay? Over it. But anyway, so what's going on in this episode? We're going to take it people by people. Listen, that ending kind of just made me feel a type of way. Charlie, like, Charlie little privilege came out a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, the white side of her probably came out a little bit. Girl, I'm sitting here like, excuse you. Excuse you. You should be happy no matter what, okay? But basically what was going on, we get Ralph Angel and Darla situation with Blue and Nova. So Ralph is cleaning up, doing spring cleaning or whatever with little Blue, okay? And Blue goes outside, or he goes into another room. I think he was in his own room. And not Blue, but Ralph finds on a cabinet shelf in the closet. I think it was his father's room or somebody's room, because it's a present that we haven't seen this whole time. Mind you, the daddy been dead for like 3 years now, okay? I mean, I don't know if it's not 3 years, but the daddy been dead for a few months. I don't know what the time frame is. It has been a few months, a couple of years or so, because the whole summer went past and Michael was gone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna say that, okay? And it's a present up there for Blue. I said, y'all ain't see this whole time. So they didn't give it to her. Her Darla was over there playing with Blue. We see her looking a whole lot much more better than she has been before. She's clean. We find out later that a month has passed because she do go to Vi's pies, and she's picking up a pie and she sees Vi, and they have this little conversation, and she was telling her about her chip. And I love the fact that we have come to a 180 moment, a 180 degree moment with Vi and Darla's character, because when we first got Darla's character, Vi was not here for everything for her. Okay, remember, she was the only one that was not willing to forgive her for what happened between finding Blue in the situation that Darla left him in when she was in her drugged out, coked out, drunken days. You know what I'm saying? And she just wasn't ready to let that go. She wasn't ready to forgive like everybody else was. And so now that she found out the reason for her falling into this deep despair, and finding out that they have similarities, now they're leaning on each other. And, Darla has a friend now who can understand exactly what it is that she's going through. And now they come to this term, it's beautiful right now, okay? She was telling her about the chip and how, she has a whole bunch of these 1 month chips, but this one seems more special because it's after Blue and, all of this stuff. And I do like, and I do hope that this relationship between Darla and Vi continues to bud, okay? But yeah, her and Ralph, they do have a little conversation. They're gonna hook up. They're gonna wind up hooking up. Now, I don't know how I feel. The reason why I don't know how I feel, because Ralph and Darla, that relationship, would you say it's a little toxic, or would you say it's not? It's like a codependency. Like, she's dependent on, they like codependent on each other. He can function well. I would say she's more so dependent on Ralph. Like, she functions so much better knowing that he's there on her side, or when they're in a relationship somehow, some way, you know. And I feel like she needs to step out on her own. And she needs to try to do things on her own and not always have Ralph there to lean back on. It's good to have somebody in your corner, but you can't, not to constantly lean on, lean on, lean on, lean on. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, that was going on. At this point, Ralph is in his feelings about the whole situation with Nova, because Nova pulls up. Nova pulls up, and she was like, well, he said, what you doing? You out here trying to give, your little apology tour. First you do Charlie, now you doing Unvi, next what? Me, then Unvi. And she was like, I'm just trying to make shit happen again. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay mad at me forever. And he was like, yes, I can. If I want to, I could try. Okay. But basically, his pain is a little bit deeper, because of the fact that he's dealing with a child who is truly innocent in all of this aftermath and this blowback. Blue is truly innocent in all of this, and he had felt the residual effects of this whole book and this whole secret coming out. And he had to tell her that. Blue found out that I'm not his father. Why? Because somebody, one of the kids on the playground, told him that, okay? Because that kid heard it from his mother, who read your book or who saw snippets of your book, okay? So he knows. And so at this point, he also put out there, Darla was clean for 3 years. And then all of a sudden, now her life is in shambles. Now she got to start all over again and take it one day at a time. Darla relapsed? Duh. What you expect? You thought she was going to keep it together? And see, here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I could be pissed off at Nova, because it's like, girl, how can you be so oblivious to what you've done? Okay? Nova is the classic case of thinking about things for themselves, thinking all about self and what it would do for them, and also thinking on the short term and not the long term. You don't think you just think for what's going to happen for you for right now, okay? And in your mind, you fashion in your mind that, okay, if I do this, it's all going to work out. They're going to see in my point of view, because they're going to see what I did and see how this helped me and how I'm trying to use this to help others and all this stuff, okay? When all she had to do was talk to them. She didn't think of the long-term effects of what would happen, or the pros and the cons of what would happen and how hard it would happen. Okay. She probably, let's say she did think of the pros and cons. All right. I put this out. The pro is, my family might be proud of me. The people might like the book. And then a con is they can possibly not like the book, and they possibly not be mad at me, but they're not going to really just, fall out with me or whatever. She wasn't expecting for them to fall out as hard with her. And so that's why she did what she did. And now, that's what she had that conversation with Charlie 2 episodes ago when they was in the woods. And she was like, I always think about doing the forgiveness later. I'd rather just go ahead without somebody telling me no and I just ask for forgiveness later. You know what I'm saying? And so Vi had to check her ass on that too. Okay? She was like, girl, she was in that car. She said, girl, you don't listen. Okay? You don't listen, because she kept on trying to interject. She was like, hush. Okay? Let me get this out. All right? And so at this point, they all came together for Micah's little graduation party. Celebrating the fact, well, he ain't graduated yet. He still got another year, senior year. But they, he's going into his senior year. But they were celebrating the fact that he got into Harvard. Okay. And Blue went over there to sit by Nova, because Ralph wouldn't let her see him. And he was feeling some type of way about that. And even Vi had to tell him that you can't bring that child up into this. And even Darla. Darla is a strong bitch, okay? Darla is strong, because Darla is better than me. Darla said, regardless of what happened, Nova close with Blue. You can't just not let them see each other. And he was like, I mean, you can do all that stuff, but baby, I ain't there yet, okay? I'm just not there yet. I said, Darla, after all she did, you gonna be... Okay, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. You a big girl now. Darla showing that she done grew up and mature, cause Ashley ain't there yet, okay? And so me and Ralph was on the same page at this point. We ain't there yet. It took for Lil Blue to say, a little story that he had, that happened between him and a friend, and saying how we much more alike than we are different and stuff like that. It clicked up in Ralph's mind and all that shit, and he was like, okay, you can go on over there and sit with Auntie Nova. I said, I mean, you shouldn't bring the baby into it because he ain't got nothing to do with it. But in a sense, he do. He do, okay? Because he got hurt in the process. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. I get it. Sometimes we gotta put our big grown women, grown men pants on, drawers and boxer briefs and all that stuff and panties and do what we gotta do and just grow the hell up sometimes. And that's what he did for a second right then there for the sake of the company. You know what I'm saying? For the sake of Blue. So that's what happened with that. And let's just get to this whole thing with Jimmy Dale. Baby. Nova at her crib, right? She going over some papers and stuff like that. She looking into this old world energy stuff, okay? Baby, the tea that is finding out on old world energy is a lot, girl. I'm sitting here like, at this point, I'm scared for Charlie, okay? I am really scared for Charlie because I don't know what's going to happen next because y'all heard at the end when Nova was breaking it down to Charlie who this Parker Campbell person is. She was like, this feels like it's bigger than the Landrys, okay? And I said, girl, the Landrys is something else. Now you fucking around with them. You messing around with them and they don't even have nothing on them. Mind you, Sam said he didn't do nothing with that meal, okay? He'll look into what it is because Vi said, you owe me a favor. And that favor gonna pop up next week, okay, in the season finale. But, this Parker Campbell dude, his name pops up and Nova calls the little newspaper and told one of her little contacts to look deep into him, okay? And so when she was doing that, she gets a knock on the door. Her door knocks, okay? And she goes to open up the door and baby, I was like, dang, that reaction like she saw a ghost. I said, girl, I thought it was Calvin's ex-wife. Girl, I thought it was Calvin's ex-wife who found her number, found her door, and was ready to fight her ass. Okay, because I want that matchup to happen. I really do. I really do, girl. Queen Sugar account, the official Queen Sugar Twitter account, had the nerve to fucking retweet that. I said, don't do that. Don't retweet my ignorance like that. But I really want some mess because I'm here for the mess. It's about time. Somebody needs to put her in her place, okay? But it was Vi, okay? And Vi was like, I need you to give me the address to Jimmy Dale, okay? And that's it. She was like, you know what? You're not going to go over there by yourself. That's what I know you're not about to do. Listen, I don't need you to tell me what I'm about to do because I'm going to do this. I need to do this. All right. She was like, okay, listen, just calm down. We being irrational a little bit. Let me drive you there. I will give you the address, but let me drive you there. I don't want you to go alone. And she was like, okay, cool. But let me tell you something. Just because I'm driving in this car, riding in this car with you, don't mean that we talking. Okay? I said, so you gonna be up in that car the whole time quiet like this? And she was like, yes. And I was like, I understand because I do the same damn thing. Baby, I would sit in the back seat of the car. I said, you better than me because I would have sat in that back seat. I don't want to sit by you, okay? I don't want to sit by you, snake, you devil. I don't want to sit by you. You caused all this turmoil in my life. And she had to tell her, you opened up a whole can of worms that did not need to be opened up again. We up here trying to heal and stuff. But on the flip side, I have to give it to her because after what happened between Jimmy Dale and Vi, it would not have happened, and Vi would not have gotten the closure when she gotten it, or we don't know if she ever would have gotten that closure had Nova not put this stuff out in the book, had Nova have not unearthed all this stuff, okay? And Vi really needed that closure, okay? And I guess in a sense, Nova did a good thing. If you want to look at it like that, but it's still fuck her. Okay? But anyway, moving on from that, they get to Jimmy Dale's house and she knock on the door. She got this box. And it's that box of memories that she had, with the hospital bracelet and all that stuff. And, Jimmy Dale finally comes to the door and he looking like, I know you come back. I knew you always come back and all this shit. And he's just real. He is, I don't understand people like him. And you can tell a person like him who just can't be vulnerable, can't admit their wrongs, gotta show this bravado, gotta show this hyper masculinity that he was showing, can't, apologize for the fact that you hurt this woman. It's hurt himself, okay? We don't know what he been through in his life to turn him into such an evil person. And that's no excuse, but you can tell he went through some trauma. You have to have went through some trauma to just because I don't understand that being pure evil like that. Okay? Vi is up there trying to get out, you were the cause of my pain and I don't want you to be the cause of my pain no more. You can have this box and you want me to be sorry for this and you want me to do this. Girl, I don't give a shit about this and all this stuff. And I'm just like, ugh. And you notice how when Vi first got up there on the steps and she was talking to him, she was timid. She was stuttering over her words a little bit, and then she got a little scared of him by the way that he was talking to her. He was still talking down to her like she did not matter, okay? And he was just, talking as if he was still big and bad and all this stuff. She was about to leave. She was about to leave. Nova came up there on that steps and grabbed her hand, and for once I said, well, they done made up right there because Nova was there for her. I said that was a healing point for them, okay? She walked away, and he was saying something, and she was like, you know what? You know what? You talk about me being the same person and me being nothing. I'm the one that got the money. I'm the one that got the business. I'm the one that came up top. The only thing that you got is this raggedy ass house, bitch. Okay, you the one that had to move into this shit. Okay, look at this. This is all you have. You ain't nothing, and you will never be nothing. You ain't nothing but shit, and that's all that you been. Okay, girl. She got it off her chest, and sometimes you just need to let it go. You need to just tell that person how you feel and get everything up off your chest so you can breathe better, so you can get that weight off, so you can get that stress off. And that is exactly what happened with Vi, and you literally see her lighten up. You see Vi become Vi that we know and love, like the voiceful and speaking her mind and confident Vi. Okay, she told him off, and then when she was leaving, had him standing there stuck. I said, what you gotta say now, bitch? You ain't got shit to say. Okay? This girl come down the street with a band-aid on her head right here, and then she got a bruise on her face right here. And then I said, girl, you look like you about 25 years old. You fucking around with this old ass man. What he promised you for you to be fucking around with him and taking his goddamn abuse? Baby, Vi stepped in and said, listen, I was you. Okay? She was scared as hell of him. I was you. All right? I was you. I was you 30 years ago. And you know what? It took me a minute to get up out of this because I ain't had nobody to take me up out of this. But I'm here for you right about now. You ain't got to go back to this shit, okay? You don't have, well, where I'm going to go? Girl, I got a place for you to go right about now, okay? All you have to do is drop these bags and get in the car. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Get your ass. And she was like, girl, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Mama dropped that bag and mama got into the car. Nova pulled out that phone like, bitch, I wish you would. I wish you would try something, girl. I got it all on tape, okay? And so they go into the car, drive down to this shelter, and she told her this is a shelter for battered women where you can go ahead and stay. And she told the lady Joanne to let her know if she decides to leave and go back to him, let her know. And she said, you have my number. And if you are ready, when you are ready, there is a job waiting for you at Aunt Vi's. I said, you know what? That was a beautiful moment. And there are so many abuse victims. Domestic abuse, any type of abuse, whether you're male or female. There are so many victims who need somebody to be that guardian angel, to be that good Samaritan, to come in and to help them and to be there for them and to know and have reassurance you don't need to be in that. Sometimes people go back because they have to come to that understanding on their own. But people all need somebody like an Unvice to step in, and that was a beautiful, uplifting moment for me. I was sitting here like, y'all did that to me. That was good. That was good. That was really good. Okay. And when they get home, Nova and Vi, they cool. They cool again. Vi go get her some goddamn pie. I said, now you gotta work on Ralph Angel, cause Ralph Angel ain't finna let it happen that quickly, okay? You know, Ralph Angel is me, and you know I let a bitch suffer. Well, I petty. Okay, I hold on to a grudge for a second, bitch, before I let that shit go. Oh, you hurt me, I'm finna hurt you 10 times worse. Oh, that's me. That's me. See, I can sit here and admit, you know, I'm human, okay? When we got flaws, and I got flaws too, okay? I got flaws, okay? We all do, you know? Flaws and all. Beyonce, happy birthday, 38, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, ho. You know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Flaws and all, you know? Moving on from that, what else was happening? This episode pissed me off because, you know, we got this uplifting scene and then we go to the whole mess that's happening with Charlie. Charlie get this information. She's down there, you know, like I said, she's happy about Micah getting ready to graduate. Micah taking little Kiki to the art museum and, you know, just expressing how he loved the art, you know, talking about this photo that was damaged, film that was damaged during Hurricane Katrina, and they still let it, you know, develop or whatever to whichever what it was going to develop into, and it still came out to a beautiful, even though it wasn't the original what it was supposed to be, it still came out into a beautiful masterpiece, and it was one of his favorite pieces. And you know, when he talks about photography and his passion, it's photography, and you could tell, you know. And he's lighting up, and Kiki was like, I hope you don't stop your photography. You know, he was like, you know, I'm gonna go to school and you know I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but I'm not gonna stop you know, taking the photos and stuff like that, because that's what he really wants. That's where his heart is, okay? And then they was talking about their little relationship, how they gonna make it work or whatever. And right at that moment, I should have known Micah had something up his sleeves, okay? But Charlie, she in there at the office. She dealing with voter suppression, girl. You know, the bourgeois and the laundries, they are out here, Lisa Landry, they are out here doing the most, okay? That's what we feel like. Francis ass. That's what we feel like, you know? And to be quite honest, it could be them and it could be old world energy, and it ain't even got nothing to do with Francis at this point, okay? These Prosper tell her, baby, listen, I was trying to do the voting. I don't want to put a damper in the parade, but come to find out, they said that I can't vote because I can't vote in this parish because I'm not registered in this parish or whatever. She was like, wait a minute, you've been living here for 30 years. What are you talking about? He was like, I know. I don't understand. And then other people are coming up doing the same thing. And she said, ain't this about a bitch? Then later on, we find out that, you know, the Latinx, Pastor Martinez and his people, they done moved their polling places 10 miles outside of where they originally was, outside the city. I said voter suppression like a motherfucker. Ain't this some shit? We've been seeing this the whole election and all this stuff. Okay, I said life is imitating art right about now. All right, art imitating life, I should say. Let me put that in reverse. Flip it, okay, and reverse it. Insurance, you know what I'm saying? And all that. But Francis coming now, trying to give her look. I don't know what you got. Why? Who told you to give that stuff to Jacob? Where you get them Foxes and this quack of a genealogist and all this stuff? She was like, girl, all I did was give him the truth. She said, I don't know what you got over him and what it is that he got on you, and how come he so basically he on her side and she don't understand why he ain't on her side, why he ain't on mama's side. Okay, she all up in her feelings. You know, she was like, pride comes before the fall. Just all you need to know. Pride comes before the fall, okay? And then these two cops come in. They come in talking to Charlie about this whole investigation about the fight in Queen Sugar, the mill, and trying to say, well, it looked like it was from this blowtorch, propane torch, or whatever the fuck. Don't Ralph Angel operate that? Didn't y'all isn't it the meal expensive? Okay, it went to 3 different people. First you tried to put it on Ralph, imply Ralph had something to do with it because he had one of the tools that you said set the fire, you know what I'm saying? Then you tried to say that, oh, this meal was expensive to make. She was like, girl, so you trying to say that I burnt down my own meal? Girl, I don't need this for no money. I'm wealthy. She said, I'm very rich. I said, oh, okay, Charlie, put it out there, girl. She said, girl, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I got my own money. I said, you better do that, bitch. You better say that. Okay? And then gonna say, well, your son Micah, he did have a record of being around something that arson and stuff like that. She said, bitch, if you don't get your ass up out of here, because I'll be good goddamn. I'll be good goddamn. Baby, next week they gonna arrest my girl. They trying to do Charlie in. Girl, I'm just mad. And then, Nova get the little information about Parker Campbell. And they find out that the Hank Miller dude don't even work for Old World Energy. So they try to figure out who the heck he is, okay? Now, where he coming from and why? And so, this is what made me scared for her, because she was like, this feels so much bigger than the Landrys. Then they do the little party for Micah, and Charlie's so excited. You're going to Harvard, you're going to do this, and you're going to do that. Here's a present from me. And come to find out, it's from me and Dad. It's a Rolex. You can see Micah does not have the same excitement that everybody else is having, because Micah wants to tell them that, he rescinded his offer to go to Harvard earlier that morning, and he's going to Xavier University, which is the HBCU down in New Orleans, okay? And at this point, Kiki just sitting there smiling like, yeah, my boo gonna be here. We ain't got to be miles away. And she looking at her like, bitch, she was like, listen, I ain't know about it. Nova sitting down there caping for it. And she was like, you knew about this? She was like, no, girl, I ain't know nothing about this. And Michael was like, ain't nobody know, mama. Listen, I want to do photography, and I wanted to major in art and business, political science, and then, have my photography as a career. That's what I want to do. And it was like, and it wasn't Nova that did this. It was you. You inspired me. The stuff that you're doing with Prosper and running for the council and doing all the stuff for the people. You can do all that stuff, okay? The way Charlie gulped when he said that he is not going to Harvard, but he is going to I said, damn, Charlie, little privilege or whatever. I know it's a disappointment a little bit when you feel like you work so hard for something and you want your children to do the same thing and follow in your footsteps and to be better than you. And so that means going to better opportunities, better schooling and all that stuff. And it just brought out that private white institution versus the HBCUs, okay? That whole thing versus the education, and the way that she basically put down HBCUs. She basically put up and upheld because I'm pretty sure she went to a white college, a private white college institution, you know what I'm saying? And she values that education and those connections that you can get, being that you probably be more connected with more people of the world, more whites of the world, more, not necessarily diverse, but more people that would not necessarily let people like us in, but you would know how to intermingle within those circles or whatever and develop those connections as to being at an HBCU, which you can develop the same type of relationship. But I guess her mind is thinking like, no, you really can't. Okay, we trying to go for the world, not just stay in our own black bubble. Okay, I said your white is showing right about now. It really is. That privilege is showing. She went off and she left. I said, bitch, you made it seem like HBCUs ain't shit. I said, compared to some of these schools better than the regular. I said, girl, she tried it. Man, I said, poor little Micah. Poor little Micah. Girl, Charlie, you better eat your words. You ain't have to react like that. I understand. But girl, you showed your ass. Okay? You really showed your ass tonight. All right? But you know what? I hope I got everything. 28 minutes. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode. What y'all think gonna go down in the finale next week, y'all. Whew. It's gonna be another stressful week because after Greenleaf and then Queen Sugar the next day, girl, we be on 10. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all for showing love to the Greenleaf video yesterday, because y'all went in and we was all on the same. We was here. We was all on the same page. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel. Oh, I do feel a little bit. Okay, I don't know. Like, I feel a little bit. Probably once my little adrenaline go down, I'll probably feel the shit again. You know what I'm saying? But I'm alright. I'm alright for right now. Okay? I'll see how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.